Hey there, Instagram Insider. I would like to show you inside one of my favorite apps that I use with Instagram. And I use it to make my text-based images. So if you're interested in designing your own quotes for your feed or anything with words, putting fancy words on top of your photos or anything like that, I highly recommend this app. It is called Rana Designs. It's the pink one in the top right corner with the top hat. So we are going to dive right in and I'm going to show you around. Now, this is the most recent image that I was just working on. So I didn't close it out, which is why it popped up. So I want to actually take you back to the beginning. So when you open the app, it will look like this. Now, just to tell you about the images that are flying in here, these are images that people have created with the app, and when you use the hashtag Rana Designs, she likes to pick up some of the best looking examples and throws them into the home page here. So you have the chance to get a whole lot of eyes on your images if you would use that hashtag. Now, to start your images, what you want to do is click the bottom left-hand corner, the pink icon. I will tell you, if you want to see more tutorials of how to use the app, go to the yellowish gold colored heart icon, and she has several videos online that you can watch for this app. So to save your time right now, we're just going to use the one on the left. And we will get started right away. Okay, now there are some backgrounds if you would like a pattern behind your text. There are 3 different packs here that you can use. You could also save digital papers to your camera roll and upload them as your own backgrounds, but there are some to get started with here. I personally like to have a white background for mine, and I get that in backgrounds number 1. So this shows you a sampling of some of your choices, and there is the plain white background right there that I'm going to click on. Next, you want to choose your size. This app can actually be used for a lot more than just Instagram. They're all different things that you could design here, as you can see. Primarily right now, I'm using it for Instagram, so I'm going to go with square and hit the check mark. Now at the top, you see the white T and the white starburst. The T is to add text and the starburst is to add fun little extra doodly things for decoration. So let's start with text. And here are all of your font options. There are a couple ways you can pick your fonts. First off, you could just browse. The T at the top of the page will show you all of your options, and there are a ton. Some of them you do have to purchase, but when you purchase, you get a whole pack. You don't have to purchase one font at a time, and I think they're typically 99 cents for each pack. But you do have a lot of great options to start off with for free. Another way you can browse is through the packs that you see here, and the app has recently been updated. The way that you used to have to do it was searching through each pack, which was kind of time consuming. So it's really nice now that you can actually use the browse feature at the top so you can see all of them all at one shot. Since I started with the app in the old version, I'm pretty familiar with each of the packs, so I tend to just click into those because I know where they are. Now at the bottom, another new feature is the font combos. She's showing you some options to pair your fonts to see what might look good together. So this is nice just to kind of browse and get some ideas of what you might want to put together. but I'm going to go back. My favorite pack, I think, would probably be Rana's Faves number 4. So I'm going to click on that. And for today, I'm going to go with Kaylee the Beautiful. Now, the text box pops up, but because I have a white background, you can't see what's actually written there. That box, I think, says double tap to edit, but we have white on white, so we can't see that. So if I select a color, now I can see double tap to edit. So you can select any color down here. There are a lot of standard options, or you can set up your own. Something else I really love about the new update is that she added these gold and silver options, which is fantastic because to do that in the past, you had to use a mask, which I can also show you how to do. But it's another step and it's a little bit trickier. So I'm so happy that she added those because that's a lot of fun. But what I normally do, I don't normally use the standard colors. I click the More button, and then I have my own colors. Now you can see up at the top, these are the ones that I have typically used, and the nice thing is they're always there. Once I have put them there, they stay there. So when you want to create your own colors, you can come down to the bottom and play with these scrolling bars and get it, fine-tune it to exactly what you want it to be. But I typically, like I said, use the ones at the top. So I'm going to go with this dark coral color and click the check mark and double tap to edit. And now I can type in whatever I want. So I'm going to type in hello. And once you have it typed, you can hit the X. When you touch the circle, all you need to do is drag to make it bigger. And then you can touch anywhere inside the square to move it around. So there we go. Hello. And if I decide I don't like that font, I can really easily switch to any of the ones here at the bottom, or I can scroll back and even pick a whole different pack to choose from. So there you go. What I definitely recommend is kind of browsing through to decide what your favorite fonts are and then make a list somewhere that you can refer to so that you can find them very quickly. The number of fonts available is kind of overwhelming, so I do have my own list of probably my top 10 to 15 favorite fonts, and I just use those habitually. All right, so we'll go back and click done. Now, if I want to add any fun little design elements, I can click on the starburst. And there are design packs over here. Again, lots of these come for free, and there are a few that you can purchase for $1 or $2 for an upgrade. So I'm going to go to Instadoodle just to show you. And we'll add maybe a flower. Again, you can resize it, you can move it. Done. If you want to add more, just click the sunburst again, click the plus sign. If I want more flowers, I can click up at the top where it says duplicate, and I can create more flowers. The same is true for the text boxes as well. If I decide that I want more text and I want a different box, I click the plus sign and I can at the top duplicate that as well, which is a big time saver, especially if you're using the same font. It just makes things go a lot faster. So, done. If you do something that you don't like, it's also nice you can back up and undo it. So there's the undo backward arrow. So if I want to move it back, and then if I decide, you know what, I do want to go back to how I had it, you can redo. So both of those are really nice. Then the menu in the top right corner has some helpful things as well. If you want to recrop and change the size, if you want to add a filter to it, here's where you can add a mask. If you want to add a frame, all of those options are there. Now, let's actually make it a blank canvas so I can show you how the mask works a little bit better. So I'm going to click Start Over. Yes. And we're going to go back and click that pink icon, and we're going to go with a different background. So let's say that I really like this pink bubbly background, and what I want is for my text to show up with those pink bubbly colors and to have a white background. So I select that as my background, but it's actually going to become the color of my text. So I'm clicking square, and right away I'm going to go to the menu in the top right corner, and I'm going to select mask, and at the bottom you want to turn the mask on, and you can change the opacity, I'm not sure what the correct pronunciation is there, to get it just how you want it. And you can blur it up at the top or not blur it. And I'm just going to keep it with the white and make it pretty dark. And then hit the check mark. And now add my text. So tap the T and I'm going to double tap to write hello. And I'm going to hit the mask. And I think I did something backwards, so let's click done, and I'm going to fix the mask. So I'm going back to the menu, and I click mask, and I bring it all the way over to 100%. And I'm not sure what I did wrong. There we go. Click the mask. And now your background is actually taking over your text. It's a filler for your text. So if you have a funky digital paper print that you think would look fun as a font, you can definitely do that here just by using the mask, or you can use any of the backgrounds that are already available here. This is how I used to make my text gold, because I would use a gold background and use that as a mask. But now that she has those as an option here, I don't have to do that anymore. But it's still kind of fun to play around with. Now, one more thing you can do, if you don't want a plain background, you can do this over top of your photos. So we will start over, and I will just really quickly show you that. Again, we do the pink icon, but this time I click inside my camera roll. So I will just select a random photo. Here we go. This definitely needs some photo editing. It's pretty dark and kind of reddish. But just to give you an idea, I'll make it square. Click on text. And now we can add text on top. Okay. Now, when you are ready to save, let me just do that again. so when you're ready to save it and put it on Instagram, you go back to the menu, all the way to the bottom, and tap share. Now, if you want to get even fancier, you can actually buy Rana Designs as a bundle, and she has another couple of apps you can get, the Magic or the Collage app. I have the Magic one, where I'm not going to take you in there right now, but you can do several layers of different images overlaying each other, kind of like you would be able to do in Photoshop. There are also some other features inside there if you want to get super fancy. If you also want to do some collages, she has that as an option as well. So you can start here and then move to one of those apps while you are working inside this one. So for now, let's say we are just ready to save it. So we click share all the way at the bottom. And then I normally keep to the Instagram size. And then it will ask you where you want to save it, what you want to do with it. And I click save image, and it goes straight into my camera roll, and then it is ready to upload to Instagram. So those are just the basics of the app. It's a lot of fun to play around with. I would encourage you to download it for free and see if you like it. And if you're really into it and you want to buy some extras, it is really cheap and a really affordable way to do some of your own designing and to come up with your own signature look on Instagram. So I hope you found this helpful. If you'd like more information on what you can do with the app, definitely check out the tutorials by Rana, and I hope you have fun with it. I will see you later. Bye.